Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray and Ace. College football week 3. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, college football week 3. Gonna be a really juicy weekend. Before we get into the episode, let them know, Big Ray.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, join the membership, purchase your merch right here, right there in the description.
It's going to be a fire weekend. We're going to get into a recap of last week. We went 9-8 overall, including the member video. So a little bit of a doozy of a weekend, but, we're going to come back this weekend strong, and it's going to be a really juicy weekend. NFL was fire.
Yeah,
on
NFL
fire.
Was fuego.
Football was
fuego.
14-5 overall, but we just got done watching the Monday night game.
Oh, man, I can't.
You guys stay tuned on the NFL episode. There's going to be some Josh Allen discussions and Josh Allen elite discussion. So that's going to be on NFL week 2. So stay tuned. Wow, what a game. But we'll get into that in the NFL episode. Let's go on a real quick recap. We went 9-8. So like I said, a little bit of doozy of a weekend. Not a huge weekend. 4-0 on the teasers.
Well, yeah,
so that's
good.
You
always get the teasers.
The member only 9-0 on teasers. And I want people to comment. The people, if they want a lot of either discussion, explanation, or more teaser and round robin stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just about the picks. You got to know how to strategize these picks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Round robin and teasers.
Yeah.
Clean up. But let's get into a recap, Big Ray. We got the Trojans spanked Stanford.
Yeah.
56-10. That was my lock of the week last week.
Good.
49-3 at half. Just enjoyed that. That was a nice lock of the week. Georgia beat up on Ball State 45-3.
We had that on the teaser video if you watched.
That was on the teaser, so if you guys watch that. Michigan 35-7. I had them.
Yeah,
it was 35-0. And then these guys just once again fell asleep. But it's my fault. I took Michigan 2 weeks in a row. And what the big issue was here, Big Ray? I realized without their head coach, the son, is it the son that's coaching? Jay Harbaugh?
Is it? I'm not sure.
Or his cousin or something at Michigan. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I take full responsibility. Should not have taken Michigan without their head coach. Harbaugh there. Texas upset Alabama.
Big time.
That was a big upset. I'll give Texas credit. I mean, there was 2 touchdowns in a row that really changed that game. So that was a good game. Florida State, they spanked. Trying to think anything that's really notable here for us to discuss.
Texas Tech gave Oregon a run, and they backdoor covered, bro.
Backdoor covered that.
Like, imagine you have Texas Tech, bro.
Oh,
I probably would cry, legitimately.
That was a dirty one, but we had them in the teaser, so you cleaned up on that teaser. But that was a really good game. Trying to say, Oregon State 56-7, UC Davis. I said at the beginning, Oregon State is a sleeper. I think they go 10-0, boys and girls, 10-0, and then they have a matchup with Washington and Oregon to end the season. I think they're going 10-0. Appalachian State gave North Carolina all they can handle again. That was an overtime game.
Yeah.
They lost 40-34, just like last year. It was a shootout. Washington State upset Wisconsin.
Yeah, I kind of saw that, but I was a little iffy on it, so I did not put it in my pick.
Let's get to this. The Ole Miss and Tulane game. You had Ole Miss on that game.
Yeah.
-7. You said everybody's going to get fooled. Ole Miss covered by 17. That was an interesting game.
Yeah, and the spread jumped all the way to, I believe, 13.5 because the Tulane star quarterback was out.
Yeah.
So they even covered that too. So if you got it at 13.5, you still won that.
Still covered there.
The biggest headline is this one.
Colorado put a spanking on Nebraska, 36-14. Real quick, Big Ray, what's your thoughts? Are they the real deal?
I think so. I mean, now they're going to go 3-0. They're going to beat Colorado State.
Yeah, they'll beat Colorado. They're going to beat Colorado State.
Then the following week is the real question. It's at Oregon. So
that's going to be
that's going to be like the real
I think people are kind of a little bit scared right now. They're like, meaning either maybe this team has some destiny and they're better than, they got read wrong and they're going to be good, or it's just a matter of a week or two where they go on a 2-3 game losing streak, get spanked, and get back to reality.
Even if they win like 6-7 games, it's still a Texas.
They go 500, it's a win for this.
For sure.
For the huge win. Huge win.
Yeah.
For them. So
they already won more games than last season.
Yeah, so I mean they're but we'll see. Like right now they just gotta continue to stay competitive.
Yeah.
Like I said, they go 500 and they stay competitive. That's all they can ask for. So other than that, nothing too notable. Obviously week 1 and 2, there's just front loaded games against all these small schools, the top 25, and so not too many big matchups. Miami and Texas A&M was a good game. Miami beat Texas A&M.
Yeah.
But other than that, not too many good games. I mean, let's get into the BS segment of the show, Big Ree. I know we've been getting messages on both sides. People love the BS segment. They can't wait for it. People are saying if you cut down the BS segment of the show, you guys subscribers would go out the roof. Yeah. So, we're going to do our best to, keep it in there. Maybe tame it a little bit. Another suggestion that somebody suggested was they DM'd us and said, why don't you just cut the video and put all the picks in the members only section of this, and then whoever just doesn't want to watch the actual whole episode and they just want the picks, they can join the membership and get all the picks directly.
Yeah, well, I think we'll definitely.
So comment below if you guys think that should be an option, and maybe we'll go in there and throw that in there, and we can add that as a tier into the membership.
Yeah.
Let us know. BS segment, Big Ree. What's new? What do you want to talk about? What's been going on?
I mean, it was your weekend, bro. You turned.
Yeah, we
I'm not gonna say the age, but the number. But we went out for your birthday.
Went out for Ace's birthday this weekend, birthday weekend, and it was a good. All the boys came out.
Yeah,
Big Ree.
we had a whole lot.
It was a turned out weekend. Everybody came
unexpected guests for sure.
A few, at least 2 unexpected guests.
I would say 3, in my opinion.
3, yeah. So 3. Okay. Jay? Talking about Jay? Money came out.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron
and Money, those guys were definitely unexpected for sure.
And Harry.
Oh, Harry. That's right. What can I say? Harry B came out. I mean, Harry B, that was a fun night with Harry B. I'll say, look, I didn't expect Aaron and Jay to come out, and Money came out also, but Harry B came out. Harry B basically took the spotlight on the night. What would you say?
Yeah, I can agree.
It was definitely a lot of chatter about Harry B. But appreciate you coming out, Harry B. Congrats on the baby. Got the little baby Mac, and Harry B is now a father, and so congratulations. And he came out though. So congratulations to Harry B. But it was a good night, Big Ree. We had some barbecue.
Yeah.
Just grubbed. We grubbed. I think we ate all the food.
Yeah.
Everything that was on that table. And how what was the group at on the dinner? 9, yeah. So that was good, man. We were out in the OC, Orange County. Good night. Good night overall. So cannot complain for my birthday weekend. All the boys came out. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday birthday weekend for me, Big Ree.
That's great.
And I think I literally saw you every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that's I don't know when's the last time that's happened, but I've seen you. I've seen you on the weekends, probably every weekend. But literally to see you on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I appreciate it, big dog. I know you're a busy guy, so thanks for coming out. But yeah, it was a good weekend. I mean, I definitely gained a few pounds over the weekend.
It's okay, you'll burn it off.
Yeah, I'll burn it off for sure. But I ate a lot. I ate a lot.
Fine.
But
you go all out on your birthday.
But yeah, it was a good birthday weekend. What else? The heat has been out of control, Big Ree, here in LA.
We're cooling down now.
Is it going to cool down this week?
Yeah.
It's like 98, 99 for 3-4 days in a row.
It's cooling down. Today it's cold, and tomorrow, starting Wednesday, it's just going to be chill.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, and bro, I want to give a shout out to Z-Ball from the Z-Ball podcast. Z-Ball, we're gonna get into it on the next episode, but Z-Ball went 7-0, Big Ree, on his NFL podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out to Z-Ball. Oh yeah, and I had that dank Lotus Biscoff cheesecake.
Yeah.
That was freaking really good.
Yeah.
So shout out, I want to thank the special someone that brought that over, and so thank you for the Lotus Biscoff cheesecake. And if anybody wants any Lotus Biscoff cheesecake
Here in LA, you can purchase it.
Send us a DM and we can shoot you over the contact info. I'm guessing for a Lotus Biscoff homemade cheesecake,
I would say
a full cheesecake. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, what would be your first guess, Big Ree? I'll tell you mine.
I would say like 60, 65, honestly.
Easy. 60 to 75 bucks.
Yeah.
Homemade Lotus Biscoff cheesecake.
Yeah.
For sure. You count me in.
I think the supplies just alone cost probably like $50.
Easy.
Because this is like organic and all the stuff.
Organic, homemade.
It takes time for the person to do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, bro, you go to Cheesecake Factory. How much is a slice of cheesecake at the Cheesecake
Probably
Factory?
8 to $10.
No, more than 8 now. It's got to be up to like
10.
It's got to be in the double digits for sure.
10 then, yeah.
10 to 12 bucks a slice.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good. No, Cheesecake Factory is good, but 12 bucks a slice, and they got at least 10 slices on there.
Yeah.
So, but that was good. I'm trying to think. Real quick recap on the dessert. So I had Friday. I had cake. We
had ice cream after dinner too.
We had ice cream after dinner, and we had some more cake after the dinner.
Yeah.
On Sunday, between one of the games, me and you hit up Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
Got a cappuccino blast and I got a scoop of ice cream,
Yeah.
mint chocolate chip ice cream with sprinkles.
Yeah.
With rainbow sprinkles to be specific.
Yeah.
Got to get the rainbow sprinkles. You got
definitely the rainbow.
You got to get the rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got to get the rainbow sprinkles. BR has, look, actually I was having the discussion maybe about a month ago with Javi, and there's all this ice cream out there. You got Salt and Straw over here in LA.
Yeah.
You got, what is it? Wanderlust.
Yeah.
Wanderlust. You got, what's the other one that's real popular? Archers? No, not Archers. Afters.
Afters, yeah.
You got Afters, ice cream. What's some other? Handel's ice cream. That's another popular.
We had the La Michoacana.
La Michoacana ice cream. That's fire. So
Yeah.
we got a lot of these kind of gourmet / ice cream places, but I always go back and I say, you just can't beat Baskin Robbins ice cream. Just keep it simple. You got the mint chocolate. Their mint chocolate chip is the best mint chocolate chip ice cream out there. No question about it. You got their cookies and cream, Oreo cookies and cream. You can't beat that. Pink bubblegum, that's in my top 5. What's that? What's their one that has a little bit of a coffee flavor in it?
Jamocha,
and then they got the Jamocha almond fudge, right?
Yeah.
You got that. I mean, they got cookie dough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't go wrong with Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's certain things that you don't need to get too fancy with.
Yeah.
And I just feel like ice cream, you don't need to get too fancy.
I kind of feel the same way about donuts.
About donuts?
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair, but here's the thing. Here's a question. Like, we're talking about donuts and ice cream. Have you gone to an ice cream place where you've got some fancy ice cream and you're like, damn, I need to go back for this fancy ice cream?
Flavor-wise, yeah.
Like what? What flavor?
Thai tea. I've had Thai tea.
Well, if you want Thai tea, why don't you just go get a Thai tea?
It's just different when you eat ice cream.
Okay, fair enough. So you're saying there is flavors?
Yeah, at Wanderlust, there's definitely some flavors you can get.
Wanderlust is, I would give it like a 7 out of 10, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Like, they have a lot of these unique flavors and they try to map them out from different countries. But like at the end of the day, give me a waffle cone, give me a double scoop with mint chocolate chip and cookies and cream, throw some sprinkles on there, and I'm good. That's it. Like a big waffle cone.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited to just jump out there and get some fancy, but donuts on the other hand, some of these fancy donuts, you got Pink Box in Vegas.
Yeah.
They got all these fancy donuts, and those donuts are fire. But I'm hearing you, like donut, you can go to all the regular donut shops here in LA. Shout out to the Cambodian country of Cambodia. These guys are just, the monopoly on the donut shops here, and they get it done. And You know, and on that note, it's a good movie to watch. Was it Donut King?
Yeah, Donut King. Yeah.
On Netflix.
Hulu.
Check out Donut King. You guys want to watch it? It's a good. I recommend that. Good documentary on the Donut King. What's the guy's name again?
I forgot off the top of my head.
The Donut King. What's his name? How can Charlie? No. It's not. It's not Charlie. We'll figure it out. Come on.
It's Ted. Ted
the Donut King. Highly recommend watching Donut King. You guys will thank us. It's definitely a good watch if you haven't seen it yet. But you're right. I mean, with donuts, what's your top 3 donuts, Big Ree? Right now, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar. Okay.
Original glaze.
Original glaze. Okay.
Old-fashioned chocolate.
Old-fashioned chocolate. Okay. All right. I think old-fashioned chocolate's gonna be in there. Can't go wrong with a big Long John. You just can't go
wrong with a big Long John.
Big chocolate Long John, which is basically a chocolate bar. Some they call it chocolate twist. Same thing.
Yeah.
And then my third, and it's definitely in my top 3, but probably in my top 2, is a cinnamon crumb.
Okay, yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
And those, you don't need to go to any fancy donut shop.
Exactly,
You're just getting them straight. So comment below. I want to know your top.
No, we want to know the places to go to get ice cream and donuts wherever you live. So when we travel, we know where to go.
Yeah, so give us your city and give us the place for donuts, your go-to for donuts and ice cream.
Yeah.
Because whenever I travel, I always hit up a donut shop and I always hit up an ice cream place.
And ideally not franchises. I'm just not a franchise guy. I'm a mom and pop guy.
But some of these, yeah, that's fair. So mom and pops, but some of these like smaller cities or different places,
they all have franchises.
They have some franchises that might be local franchises that are solid.
Just drop whatever.
Whatever it is. And on a separate episode, we'll talk about coffee shops.
Yeah.
Because obviously we like to try. When I'm out there, unless I just need coffee, I'm going to Starbucks. Otherwise, I'm hitting up the unique mom and pop coffee shops. I like to check them out.
Yeah.
So comment below ice cream and donuts in your city. And if we can I want to get, let's say, in the comments, we can get 20, this is just, I'm being very conservative. We can get 25 people to comment a coffee place, a donut place, an ice cream place, and the city and state they're in. I'm going to throw out a bonus pick next week, Big Ree.
Okay, yeah.
A bonus pick. On this episode, not on the members only, I'll throw a bonus pick for the viewers. Comment 25. I want to get some engagement here, boys and girls. Let's get into the question of the day, Big Ree. You said you had a question of the day.
Okay, for sure. So, we've had COVID these past 3 years, and unfortunately, a lot of businesses have been hurt by that. And one specifically is the movie theaters, unfortunately. And they're going to be trying something very unique.
Interesting. Okay.
So
what are they trying?
They got a deal with ESPN. They're going to be showing football games of ACC in the theater. So, and the college football playoffs. So my question of the day is, would you want to go to a movie theater and watch a game?
I don't think I would go there for just a regular game, unless it's a pretty big game. But yeah, I think I would. Like a playoff game or a bowl game. You got the big screen going on. You can get your food and drinks. I think that's interesting. It's an interesting idea for sure. A lot of people...
Yeah.
Fans, for example, the fans go and watch actual football games, right, at the stadium. Then you got fans, and sometimes when there's a big game going on, and it's like away, they go to the stadium and watch it on the Jumbotron, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of similar if you're going to go and watch it. So I think it could be interesting, but obviously it would have to be very selective. Like in LA, you would have to have a USC game, right? Or UCLA or something like that, right? Where it's specialized to that area.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you going to do? You're in Des Moines, Iowa, and there's a game between UCLA and San Diego State.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going to watch that game.
Yeah.
But, if the theaters are hurting that much, which you're saying now with all the streaming options,
right?
Got to get creative. What about you? Would you go to a movie theater to watch a game?
It doesn't sound entertaining, but I would be open to it. Because, if if you go to like B-dubs or a restaurant, it's just such a different vibe. Like you're sitting down and you have. My biggest question is, would the lights be on or off? That's a big deal for me. During a game, I would not want the lights off.
I think they would be on, I'm guessing. But then that's kind of weird, right? Being in a movie theater with all the lights on.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, obviously they're going to try it out. It doesn't, cost too much to try it out, right?
Yeah.
Just got to market it and put the the game on the screen and see what happens.
And I think that they're kind of doing it because a lot of people are screwed on Spectrum right now, whoever has Spectrum.
Breaking news. Agreement has came this morning.
Nice.
Spectrum has agreed with Disney for their agreement. Shows are already immediately effective.
Okay,
you
good.
have Spectrum, you got ESPN, ABC back.
Okay,
and all the
good.
SEC network. Finally. Did I tell you what happened? Did I tell you I called them?
You did? Oh,
yeah,
good.
did I tell you?
Maybe it was you.
No, I called Spectrum.
Okay.
And I said, hey, like, this is kind of ridiculous. We're going in week 2. We're going into week 2, and you guys don't have an agreement in place, right? Like, no ESPN, no ABC. And I'll be honest, the only reason I keep, your guys' service is to watch these games. Otherwise, I don't give a crap. I'm streaming everything. And so and I'm like, I'm sure I'm not the only one calling, And I was like, I'm going to be honest. Like, if week 2 goes by, and by week 3, maybe week 4, if you guys don't have an agreement, I'm going to have to leave you guys and have to, it's just I'm a big football guy. This is what I do, and I need to watch all the games, right?
Yeah.
Put some pressure on them. I said, week 3 or 4 hits. I'm telling you, I'm out for sure. It's silly, and I get it. You guys have to do your agreement. And I said, I've been with Spectrum for a long time. Over 15 years, Spectrum.
For sure.
So, and when it was back when it was Time Warner,
yeah.
Told them I'm very loyal, gave them a whole little rant like I do. Do you know what they offered me, Big Ree? What they offered me in compensation for the, I guess, the inconvenience of no Disney channels? What do you think they offered me?
$10 discount.
$10 discount.
Yeah, maybe it's something ridiculous where you're just gonna like, I've been with you this long and you're gonna give me this.
You know what they offered me? They offered me $5 a month until it gets restored.
Okay.
$5 a month.
Oh, man.
I almost was going to cancel the service because of them offering me only $5. Like, I wasn't going into the call to cancel the service, but the fact that they offered me $5, I was about to cancel the service because of that, right? I was appalled by their $5 offer. But I just said in my back of my mind, all right, week 3 or 4 goes by, that's it, it's done. I'm already going to get it set up on that Monday to have it for the next weekend. But they came through, so finally, we're back in business.
Yeah, sure.
You miss a lot of games because ESPN, ESPN2,
you missed the
ESPN
Texas
College.
Alabama.
Yeah, I missed that game.
Yeah.
ABC 7, SEC Network, a lot of games I missed. So anyhow, I'm glad that came to an arrangement.
Yeah.
Let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree. It's good. We're going to give a shout-out. Unfortunately, guys, we're going to do our best to give shout-outs. But, we're going to give some shout-outs to the members. Obviously, the members went through the roof. And so there's no way in hell we're going to be able to just shout out probably the whole season, even if we did 10 or 15.
Yeah.
There's no way it's going to happen.
We really appreciate it.
So we appreciate everybody that signed up. And I know it's going to go up again this week. It's going to go crazy after NFL. We tore it up in week 1. That Bills game hurt, though, but still a great week. Let's start off. Shout out to Robert Harrington. Thank you, Robert, for joining the membership.
Shout out to Veronica Flores Mura.
All right, Veronica. And on that note, quite a bit of females signing up for the membership.
Yeah.
And I like that because what I want is just the females to just cash in. I want the females to just cash in on that.
You know what the females are probably doing? They're probably getting our membership and telling their husbands, I got great picks, or their boyfriends, I got great picks. Here you go, boo.
And they're like, where are you? What are you doing? How are you getting these picks? How do you know all these winners? What's going on? Or they're just like laughing at their boyfriend or husbands or brothers that are like losing their money on every Sunday and Saturday.
Or they're just betting their husband.
They're just
you can't watch next week if this team wins.
Cashing in. Yeah, I'll make a bet like, if I do this, you need to pick up dinner. You need to make dinner. You need to go buy me this Chanel bag. And boom, I love it. So, shout out to all the fields. Quite a bit. It started off slow. I was like, it's mainly like just majority. But then we got a run.
Yeah.
It was a run. So congrats. I want to give a shout out to Tuan Nguyen. Shout out to Tuan Nguyen.
Shout out to Charlie Foy.
Charlie's been a long-time viewer for years.
For sure he has.
And always commenting. And so good to see Charlie joining the membership. Shout out to Daniel Trejo. Danny Trejo.
Shout out to Robert Bunka.
All right. I want to give a shout out to Ed Zabrowski. Ed is always in the comments.
For sure.
Big, loyal member of the PGF family.
I'm commenting on his comments.
Yeah. He might give the most comments.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people that comment, but so shout out to Ed. Thank you for joining.
Shout out to Sarah Atwell.
Thank you, Sarah. And want to give a shout out, another member, Poonam Kumar. All right, shout out to Poonam Kumar.
Shout out Kumar.
All right, and we'll do our best every week to shout out as much as of the members that we can, and then even if you're not a member, we still appreciate your loyal, viewing and being a subscriber to the channel. Throw in the comments your name and where you're from, city, state, your work, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, your mailman, whatever you want to shout out. We're going to shout out some non-members also. Everyone's part of the DGF family, so throw it in the comments. We'll do our best to shout you out. And so want to give a special shout out. We got some very special viewers of the Don't Get Fooled show, and I want to give them a shout out. They're located in Canada, British Columbia, the city of Surrey. That's located in Vancouver. And so I want to give a shout out to Aisha and a shout out to her little sister Fatima and the brother Mustafa. And so I want to give a shout out to 3 special viewers, big fans of the Don't Get Fooled show. And so special shout out to those 3, and just a shout out to Surrey. I've been to Surrey in Vancouver, a great city. Always enjoy my time in Vancouver, and it's a shout out to the crew in Surrey. Anything else, Biggery? You want to give a shout out? Anything you want to throw out?
Let's get into the picks.
All right, so without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got Central Michigan at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a 34.5-point favorite. Central Michigan 1-1, coming off a 45-42 win versus New Hampshire. They did lose 31-7 in week 1 to Michigan State. They are led by quarterback Brett Emanuel Jr. This guy's a dual threat quarterback in his second season. He is considered a freshman. This guy is dual threat and he gets a lot of yards on the ground. He had over 200 yards in one of his games, Big Ree.
Yeah.
And this is they give up a lot of points, but they are a defensive-minded team in the sense where they don't give up 50 or 60 points. They don't just completely get blown out. Most of their games when they play, they're giving up somewhere between 25 to 37, 38 points a game. That's kind of where they get capped at. Then we got Notre Dame 3-0, coming off a 45-24 win versus NC State. They're on a 3-game winning streak, averaging 47 points per game, giving up only 10 points per game. So defense is looking good. Offense is putting up some points. Quarterback Sam Hartman, the transfer, is on fire. 75% completion, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's it on the season. And actually, that stat could be wrong. Hartman could have 0 interceptions. But he's on fire regardless. And here's my thought here. Central Michigan is not going to give up more than 38 points here. They're not giving up more than 38. Maybe you'll score 14, I think. That's probably where I'm at here. And both of these teams, especially Central Michigan, they run the ball a lot. And so does Notre Dame. They run a lot also. And the clock is going to get chewed up here. And so I'm going to take one out of Big Ree's playbook. I'm taking the under 54.5 here. Yeah, I like the under here. I think this is not going to go over 54.5. All right, game 2. We got Georgia Southern at Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a 19-point favorite. Georgia Southern 2-0, coming off a 49-35 win versus UAB. Sloppy win, but they did come through with the victory. They are led by quarterback Davis Brin. Do you remember this guy, Big Red? This guy's a transfer from Tulsa. He played well at Tulsa. He's now with Georgia Southern. They have not lost by more than 19 points in their last 15 games. And their quarterback this year is better than Van Trice from last year.
Yeah, facts.
They played solid teams over their last 15 games. It's not like they're playing a bunch of no-names. They played Nebraska, UAB, Coastal Carolina, James Madison, Appalachian State, and Buffalo. These are all Tier 3 programs, but these guys are decent programs. Then we got Wisconsin 1-1 coming off a 31-22 loss to Washington State. They did outgain Washington State, but they had 3 turnovers. Brandon Allen played bad in that game. Transfer quarterback from SMU, Tanner Mordecai. This guy is not playing good, Big Ree. He played well at SMU, but 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 230 yards per game on average. You know, this is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I'm taking Georgia Southern plus 19, lock of the week, and I want to throw this in. I have Wisconsin on upset alert. They are a 19-point favorite. I have them on upset alert here. You guys want to sprinkle something? Plus 670 on the money line. This is a flyer. Don't expect it to happen, but I got them on upset alert plus 670. All right, game 3. We got Western Kentucky at Ohio State. Ohio State is a 28-point favorite. Western Kentucky 2-0, coming off a 52-22 win versus Houston Christian. They have won 8 of their last 10 games, Big Ree, dating back to last season. They are led by quarterback Austin Reed. This guy has 46 touchdowns, 11 interceptions in his second season with Western Kentucky. So this guy's playing well. Ohio State 2-0, coming off a 35-7 win versus Youngstown State. They won 23-3 versus Indiana in week 1. They got quarterback Kyle McCord. He's playing decent in replacement of CJ Stroud, the stud that got drafted to the Texans from last year. Here's my thoughts here. They have a really good defense. Obviously, they've only given up 10 points on the season. The offense has been struggling in the first 2 weeks. This team has looked sloppy. Honestly, this spread should be about 37. But they have not come out playing well. But this is an overreaction. I like Ohio State to play really well in this game. I like them to easily cover this game. And so I'm taking Ohio State minus 28. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is a Thursday night football. I know everyone's going to be watching the NFL one, but I got Navy at Memphis. As I mentioned in the first video, Navy runs the ball a lot and compared to throwing. And Memphis is also a big favorite here, and they don't score much either. And I know you took an under, but one key thing about the under this year is when they move the chains, they don't stop the clock anymore. That's a big deal.
Yep.
That's a big deal because now it's in the college too. It's been in the NFL, but that's a big deal. And Navy runs the ball. I think they're going to score very little here, maybe 7 points. I think Memphis scores between 21 to 28, and it's a total of 35 points. And I'm taking the under 48.5. The second game I got is number 14 Kansas State traveling to Missouri to take on the Tigers. We got KSU and Missouri both 2-0. Missouri coming off a 23-19 win versus Middle Tennessee. Kansas State coming off a 42-13 win versus Troy. So the average person here is going to get suckered into taking Kansas State. You think, oh, Missouri barely beat Middle Tennessee by 4. Then Kansas State is ranked and they blew Troy out. Troy's a no-name program. And this is the classic Vegas special. The true definition of the classic Vegas special. Missouri's going to cover the 5 here, and they're going to win straight out. So if you want the balls, take the money line. But my official pick is Missouri +5.
Ooh, I like it. Bam.
And the last game I got is Minnesota at UNC. We got Minnesota, who runs the ball a lot last week. They ran it for 296 yards against Eastern Michigan. They had 117 passing yards. Running back Darius Taylor had 193 rushing yards, more than the whole team passing yards combined. QB Aten Kalemekins does not seem that good. He's average. UNC, on the other hand, has actually played a good team. They played South Carolina week 1. They beat them in South Carolina. And I think UNC cruises on this one. They win by double digits easily. I'm taking University of North Carolina -7.5.
All right. Anything else, Big Ree?
That's pretty much it. Just make sure to like, subscribe, comment.
Join the membership. The membership is live and open. It's going to be a juicy week, boys and girls, juicy weekend. And look, every week is its own week. And so you want to be in on the membership, get all those bonus picks and cash in, boys and girls. So let's go.